Hey everybody, Nightmare on Kelp Street back, and it's going to be my first video of 2025, and before it got too late into the month in January here, I wanted to go ahead and upload a video covering music and album releases and artists I am excited for and I'm getting hyped for coming into the year, at the beginning of the year here, that I really want to hope, or we actually have confirmation on some of these that will drop before the end of the year. So before I got too deep in January and I got to the end of the month, I wanted to drop my expectations and my predictions for what albums and artists and things we'll hear in 2025 for artists I'm following at least. Just before I get too deep in the video here, I'll say thank you everybody who's been sticking around for the past year or so. I started my YouTube channel like mid 2024 and I already have close to 100 subscribers. So since I'm so close, I'll keep pushing it here at the beginning and end of videos constantly. That if you like the content here, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment on what you're listening to right now, what kind of music you're into. I'm getting a lot of love and DMs and comments online through people who are suggesting me things or saying they really like the content, or somebody saying they really like had a good chunky hour-long video at the end of 2024 and they're really hyped about that. So it's really happy to see some people enjoying the content out here. So thank you so much. And yeah, let's jump right into it. I have how I'm going to list this out today is I'm going to go through artists and albums that I know are confirmed to drop before the end of 2025, things I hope that will drop before the end of 2025, and then just general music things that I'm excited for. And the first of those that I've written down here in my little listing is going to be the newest Clipping album, Dead Channel Sky. We have 3 or 4 singles already out for this, started coming out in 2024. Clipping is a noise rap, experimental rap type band. Davey Diggs, the main rapper of the band, being somebody who was in the Hamilton musical as that was touring, and the album, the Spotify album, and kind of production album they have of that. I got in him more once I saw him in Hamilton, but initially I already know him through Clipping and his very weird experimental style to rap, and how he'll do things like just rap over an alarm clock beat for the song Get Up. How he makes very narrative-driven songs, rap songs. I really like that. Way more dense than a lot of rap I hear out there. So I'm really excited for this drop because his last 2 albums he had with the group was the group had in general was all horrorcore albums, very Halloween, spooky themed, So I'm excited to see them kind of leaning more into that with this kind of sci-fi, creepy cyberpunk dystopian type theme to have this next album. We're probably going to get a new Jane Remover album by the end of the year. They've already dropped a new single, JR, and I am pretty sure before the end of the year we're going to get a full album because it's kind of been ramping up advertising and stuff like that for this newest single. I'm pretty sure it's the lead single for the album. We're definitely going to get a new Rebecca Black album for the end of January, coming the next week or so. Rebecca Black's Salvation. I loved her last album, her new little kind of reboot in her career, so I'm really excited about this one. I have a LP copy of it at home. It's a great album for the people who love kind of newer alt pop. I would highly suggest this. It's more kind of in the field of what Halsey makes, or what early Grimes would make under Art Angels and stuff like that. More in that field. We're definitely getting a new FKA Twigs album for the end of the month, Eusexua. Very excited about this. I've covered the singles on this channel already in some of my previous videos and shorts, I believe. Eusexua, the main title track, which is kind of a longer one, 4 or 5 minutes long, and the Drums of Death, which I highly recommend just going and watching the music video. If they even mentioned this before, it creates a flow where Drums of Death has a dance sequence that leads into Eusexua, the song. It's about a 7-minute, 8-minute music video. But it's interesting that I've looked at already, the album does not have the tracks back to back, so it's going to be flowing different than the music video, which is an interesting way to kind of set it together. Drums of Death being an instrumental song, Eusexua being actual spoken sang song. I believe there's one more I can't remember the single for, but I remember liking all of them, so I'm really excited about this album. We're definitely getting a new Weeknd album. I don't know the name of it yet. I might insert it here if I find it, but I don't know the name of it offhand here. I don't have it written down. I like Weeknd. It's going to be the 3rd of a trilogy of albums he's been making, so I'm really excited to see the end of that trilogy. We're definitely getting a new Lil Nas X album, Dream Boy. That should come out before the end of the year. We already have a main single out for that, which is really good. Fuck Up the Night is a great little dancey party one. And then a new Wafia album. I got into her last year. Promised Land is the name of the new album. I've never heard a full album by her, but I've heard all the singles leading up to this new one, and I really like it. Really like the single, so I'm highly excited, really excited for that one. And I'm pretty sure my last one here that I'm guaranteed pretty sure about, but more just kind of about next to the Jane Remover album. I'm pretty sure we're getting a new Pup album before the end of the year. They just dropped a new single, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be just like Jane Remover, leading up as the lead single to that album. That's all the things I have confirmed for 2025. We're going to kind of quickly move into things that I don't have confirmed. Like, the new Lady Gaga album's going to come this year, maybe. It's listed on Genius and sources online that's going to be coming, but I'm unsure if that's confirmed yet. We have the main Bruno Mars single that's out, and I kind of like that. And I'm not head over heels for it. I wasn't head over heels for, I think it's called Disease, the other big single. I could be your disease. It's catchy in the moment, but I'm not being a younger queer growing up, I loved Gaga. So going this newer era, it's Chromatica I really loved. This newer era, it's not hitting me in depth yet, but Disease is definitely my favorite out of these two singles if they both end up on the album. So I'm interested to see where this one goes. A new Marina album. I'd really love a new Marina. We used to go by Marina and the Diamonds, just goes by Marina now. I would really love a new Marina album this year because it feels like we're going to be getting one. She's already been tweeting and kind of talking about online, and she's I've been in the studio, I've been working on the next material, so I would think by the end of the year we would have this, but I'm unsure if we're getting it this year or 2026. Let's see. Some more things I'm interested in seeing, but hoping to get more than being confirmed we're going to get. Lil Sims. I'm hoping to get a new Lil Sims album. She dropped a new single at the very end of 2024. Literally one of the last days of 2024. She dropped a new single. And it was really good. And I've been following her features and all her other info online for a good while now. But I'm unsure if it's going to be leading to an album or if it's just a little teaser. She dropped an EP last year, no full album. So I'm thinking with the gap, we're going to get it this year. New Denzel Curry album. I would love to see that. It's been a second or two since we heard an album from him, and he typically drops things at least about every other year. So even if it took another 2 or 3 years, if he makes an album like Taboo again, then I would definitely take the wait. Still one of my favorite Denzel Curry albums. Taboo and Unlocked are probably my two favorites right now. I'd say off the top of my head. A new Metric album. Last I've saw from them, about 2023, they dropped 2 albums, Formentera 1 and 2. So we kind of had a gap year in 2024. So I'm interested to see if they come back this year, or if they're going to give it another bit of a gap year so they drop double sister albums, and then kind of give it another year or two for the next project. But I'd love to see one this year, because me and my wife are looking to collect more Metric albums and finally get through a full discography collection of them. New Backwash album. I saw things posted online teasing this might come out this year. I'm unsure. Backwash is an artist who I have gotten an early release album from before in the past to do a written article on. I might share that in the comments here, link to that review of that album. It was When I Die, Bury Me with My Rings and Dresses. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the album. It was incredible listen, very kind of screamo rock rap type combo. It's a very interesting genre that she falls under, and I love seeing other trans femme rappers and artists out here really getting the love. So I'm really, really excited for what she does next, because I've been following her material for years, and I really love Backwash. It's one of my favorite, probably ongoing rap ongoing trans artists. And it really endears me and fills me with a lot of love to see people out there getting this much love. And I can tell through her music, kind of growing and being very real about how some songs she's I feel sad about it that, all I have to look forward to right now is this one video game I really want to play. But if that's all, lyrics like that where she's even if that's my only incentive, you have to give yourself something to look forward to and keep pressing on, even despite of the sadness and the anti-trans laws and the homophobia and the queerphobia and the other things in America right now that really suppress us as queer people. So I think that's really relatable, heavy topics to talk about in songs, but things that people like me need, because it's something that reaffirms that, even if it's silly, give yourself things to look forward to. Give yourself things to set as a goal, set as a motive, because you deserve the happiness in life where you can get it. Next, A$AP Rocky or A$AP Rock, one of the two. They've both been a little bit hiatus of an album in the past year or two. So either one of them, I would prefer A$AP Rock over A$AP Rocky. I like A$AP Rocky, but out of the two, A$AP Rock is more kind of heady with his material, and I like that about my music, especially rap music. I would like another Open Mike Eagle album this year. It's been at least a year since we heard from him in a full album, so I would love that. I would like another Clips album this year. I saw that teased online. I'm unsure how that would go about, because I know Pusha T and we used to go by Malice, now No Malice, haven't done material together in a good while. I think since the Jay Electronica album a few years ago. But if they do come out with another like kind of duo collab album, like reuniting album, I would be ecstatic about that. I'm listening to old clips this past few years and I'm falling in love with it. So I would love that. I've already loved Pusha T for years, even before I listened to clips. New Kesha album. She's been dropping stuff with Charlie XCX. She's been dropping her own singles, has like at least 2 or 3 out in the past year or two. So I would love to see a new Kesha album. And that's everything for my predictions of like albums specifically. The only other main thing, music-wise, I've been excited for this year is I'm really excited to see Kendrick at the Super Bowl. Specifically, if he plays Not Like Us at the Super Bowl, that would cause a whole other second wave of controversy and craziness over the Drake Pusha T beef. To see that played on like the live kind of sports stage where like almost damn near everybody in America is usually tuning in at some point in the day. If you want to or not, you can't avoid it if you live in America, that the Super Bowl is like yapped about constantly by people who are into sports. And I sometimes tune in for depending on the musical artist. So when it comes to music, I'll tune in the halftime show just to see, you know, like live performances and stuff like that. But that's kind of everything I have for my predictions this year, 2025. This might be a short one, but I'll drop something before the end of January to kind of like, you know, just kind of assess and talk about and go over my own mind and with my audience, like what I'm looking forward to for this year. Thank you so much again for the love in 2024. I'm looking forward to having now that I'm starting this channel, like have this channel already started, going into a full 2025 year of plans. I'm going to have videos like this at the beginning of every year now is what I'm going to consider is like, going forward for the years. I want to have like videos predicting things that happen in 2025, 2026, etc. I want to continue with my longer videos at the end of each year to kind of wrap up, do my best to worst of the year. I had really a lot of fun with that, even if it wasn't like a huge, at least yet, not a huge like response to that video yet, not a lot of watches or comments, but I have fun doing it. So that's the thing I come out of these videos with, is that if I have fun, it doesn't matter as much in my mind what happens with the audience or the outcome or the video, like how many views it gets. Like I would hope for things to get a lot of views, but really comes down to is if you have fun with your own art. And this is a thing where I'm like, predictions and like assessments at the end of the year and stuff like that, I have a lot of fun with them, so they're gonna be a constant throughout the years. And I'm really excited to see, you know, how we go about as a community going into 2025. If you're new to this channel and you made it all the way into this video, thank you so much. My name is Danny, otherwise known as Nightmare on Kelp Street. I'll be covering newer music, any fan-suggested music content out there. If you commented, I'm probably going to end up covering it at some point, so I highly suggest leaving a comment about what you're currently listening to, anything you're looking forward to in this year, 2025, and you know, just let me know how you doing, like how you feeling. Having a good year so far. What have you eaten today? You know, just you know, I like the interaction, I like the love. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. Much kelp love to you, kelpie love to you. And remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like this video, because it really helps me out to know feedback on how the videos do and how you like them. And otherwise, I'll see you within the next probably few weeks or so. I might catch back up on Friday wrap-ups. I might, you know, maybe start a new segment on this channel. I'm considering it. I'll kind of let you fill you in on that when I get to the ideas for it. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.